The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. No, I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put in that work, dog. I put the kingdom first. I know that you gotta wait for your turn sometimes to build something really sustainable. Work on your catalog so the day that you finally pop off, you'll see it's not just a once off. You put in time, the harvest is ready, it's ripe.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the spotlight's on Caleb Farley. He stayed active a week ago with an 8-tackle performance. It's the Titans. Coming up next.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Tennessee Titans and the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And if you look back to last week, it was all about their defense. Anytime you hold an NFL team to single digits, that's saying something.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports from the 6. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
I think the hope was to let him sit and learn for a bit, but he was thrown right into the fire in week 1. Now we'll see what kind of lessons he's learned as he prepares for his second start in the NFL.
They'll start on the ground here. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 76 yards, and a touchdown.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching the football.
They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Redmond. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this. And now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game, to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now, on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
So here are the Ravens with great field position to start out. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
I think the hope was to let him sit and learn for a bit, but he was thrown right into the fire in week 1. Now we'll see what kind of lessons he's learned as he prepares for his second start in the NFL.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Walking into the stadium, we saw a ton of people donning the jerseys of this rookie quarterback, so you know they love that opening drive, and he throws a touchdown pass.
You get a little bit of confirmation about what they had hoped, right? Because they thought they had a quarterback. They're thinking they have a quarterback. You do this, they believe they've got a quarterback. Look at them elbowing each other up in the stands. That's our guy.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop, and now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
From the 6. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And he's been throwing the ball up for grabs here early on. 2 passes, 2 interceptions. He'll try and rein things in a bit here as he starts again on 1st down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Redmond. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he will have a Titans 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. So, Charles, this, game number 2 in the NFL career of this rookie quarterback. His guys took the loss in the opener. And when asked after that game by reporters how he did, he was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see?
Well, first and foremost, I loved his answer to the media because he was being honest. And those veterans in the locker room, they're looking at him to see how he's going to handle things, and they like the fact that he's not blaming other people, because I thought he struggled. The only thing that's going to help him, though, reps. No matter how many big games you played in college, how well you do in practice, the reps in the real games, that's when you begin to grow as a quarterback.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. To throw on second down, Redmond. Wide open receiver, complete. And it's a Titans touchdown. Chigakakwo, 68 yards. And the Titans have got it back to within a score. His first career touchdown pass, and it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him, or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. Second and 3. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter.
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team, because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
So first and 10 now from the 30. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 12-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. On second down, there's the option going left. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11. It sets him up first and goal.
Well, he's certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And they are able to add on to their advantage. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man in concert.
Tucker with the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he is going to get this close to the 1st down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 35. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
But that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but they have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this time not quite to the 30, he'll be down at the 31-yard line. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 18. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more on that one and another first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They're going to look to throw. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. From 8 yards out. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Well, this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen. But this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, Redmond. That's complete to Treylon Burks. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 1st and 10 here. If they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. He gets it to Burks again. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll look to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will have a Titans first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. That one to the sideline, and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll just get rid of it. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Redmond. Flushed out right. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. It's their quarterback in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Defensively, didn't seem like anybody had eyes on the quarterback, and he took advantage.
So you think that maybe we're seeing some pretty good instincts for a young guy? Because that's the thing you worry about. Coming out of college, you're used to getting away with just about anything you want to do. You're just superior. Here, he has to read it, figure it out, and know when it's time to go.
Extra point safely through, and the lead down to 10, 24-14. That time, a 9-play drive, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Takes it at the 7. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Titans. And despite the fact that they're looking up at a double-digit deficit at halftime, they were able to move the football through the air in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, we check out their numbers on the ground as they'll try to keep the momentum going into the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Right side, there's Likely with it. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll look to throw here. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Out come the Titans now. They'll have it first on offense to start the third.
And they'll start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here.
On first down, Best.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Right back to him on first down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Back to throw. Redmond. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Redmond. Flush to his right. And this one is incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They were winners last week, defeating the Raiders, and right now they're in the driver's seat here as they start off 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st. They'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is, because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage with that loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on 3rd. They had more guys than they could block. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And it'll be Titan football. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their 1st-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, Best. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. This will be a loss of 3 and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Back to throw. Redmond. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have a Titans 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Redmond over the middle into the hands of Burks. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. A gain of 7, and the Titans first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Best, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. On second down now. Best. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Well, that's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Best. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. On second down. Best. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on third down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is stopped just short on third down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. I'll tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different. Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing. Here we go on fourth down. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. A new lease on life after the fourth down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Best. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Dancing to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And that one really pushes him back, a loss of 9. And now it's 3rd and goal after the sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there. hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Forced out to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it. And he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
And, Charles, it's not very often an elite back becomes available. They jumped on him. I think they were smart to do so.
I agree, and we hear so often about how the running back position is devalued. But when you have a chance to get one of the truly best, top of his game, you go out and get him.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
He'll look to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
So now the Titans down on the scoreboard. Just over 1:40 to play. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Back to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Back to throw. Got his man. It's Woods. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He's back to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. He'll look to throw.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. One final kneel down here as it comes inside the 40-second mark, and that should be enough to put this one on ice. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Baltimore, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs.